I posted earlier in the week and asked if you wanted to see a pumpkin fall type project or a Christmas tree project with the chunky Christmas tree designs that we have, the surfaces. So everyone voted for Christmas. So yay, here we go, Christmas. So when you order the Christmas tree designs, they come with, this is the large Christmas tree, and they're white, and they're a wood, and you can see they're kind of chunky. They are chunky enough that you can set them on a surface and they will stand on their own. So that's the large, and for comparison, here is the small, and there's a medium that's, the smoother edge. It doesn't have all the little zigzags on the side. So it comes with 3 of them in the package. And we're gonna do some fun Christmas trees today. I hope you're excited. And I hope everyone who really wanted to see this is able to join in live. And if not, the replay, I can't speak. The replay will be up shortly. And will be available to view whenever you're available. So let me just turn my camera down so that you can see what I have going on, and we'll go from there. Okay, I think that's gonna work. All right, so I did not want my Christmas trees to have a white background. So what I did was I made them gray. So I used the Storm Gray chalk paste, and I just squeegeed it on just like if I were putting a transfer on, and then I drug it to get all of the excess off. And it left it with this kind of a rustic look. So it's not a solid gray, which is perfect for what I wanted. And then I went over it with a little bit of wax. I used this Minwax Paste Finishing Wax. You can find it at Lowe's. It is, it's a furniture polish. But I put it on there in hopes that it's that when I put my transfer on, I'm not going to lift up any of the gray chalk that I already put on and, kind of mess up my design. So we'll see if this is going to work. I have not tried this before, so you will get to see live if that's going to work. So I'm thinking that I will do pink, because my office is pink and gray and I wanted to display them in my office. So I'm going to be going with this pink. It's Peony is the color, and I think it'll look great with the Storm Gray that I already have on here. So the transfers for the Christmas tree comes with several different designs, and let me show you those. So you will get to see live. So for the large tree, there's transfers for the Christmas tree comes. The large tree has 2 different options. This one reminds me of a Christmas sweater, and then this one's more of a plaid. So we need to figure out which one we want to put on our large Christmas tree. So that's going to be option number 1. Then we have a couple of options for the smaller tree as well. I'm just sharing this over to my my Facebook group, the Hen House Crafting Club. So if you haven't already joined that, I'd love for you to join it and share your projects with me. And also, it's a good way to get notifications whenever I post new projects, because Facebook likes to share posts in groups more than they do on business pages. It's one of the algorithms, it's just how it works. So you're more likely to see my post if you're in my group than if you're just on my page. So the medium size, or the small tree, I'm sorry, is this one. And we have these two options. We have the polka dots, and we have the one where you can see all the little limbs. So we need to decide which one of these we want to do. And then for the straight Christmas tree, it comes with just one design. So it's a little curly Q or swirly one. I'm going to use that. You could totally use another pattern if you wanted, especially like this large Christmas tree. You could fit it on there and just chalk the section over the board itself. So you could totally do the Christmas sweater one or the plaid one on there and it would fit. Or if you have any of the, I believe they're called textile designs that we have. They're the large square designs. For instance, I have a buffalo plaid one and it's just a large, I think 18 by 18 square, something like that. And the whole design is buffalo plaid. You could totally put that on top and chalk over it. So you have lots of different options. Also, these are two-sided. So you can put another design on the other side so that if you want to switch up your decor, or if you want to have it, say, on a dining room table and you want to be able, you know, the person on each side of the table to be able to see a design, it's good for things like that as well. So let's start with our large tree. I'm going to set these other two aside for a moment. Okay, so this is our large tree. And I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do the plaid. So the first thing that we need to do for the project is to fuzz our transfer. And I'm gonna do that with my fuzzing cloth that I have here. So you just need to remove your transfer from the backing paper. If I can get it off. It's not normally that difficult. There we go. So we're going to pull it off of the backing paper, set that aside, and then we want to put the sticky side down on the fuzzing cloth. When you lift it up, it's going to lift up some of the fuzz from this cloth so that your transfer is not so sticky that either it sticks to your surface and you end up stretching it trying to remove it, or in my case, I don't want it to remove the gray that I've already put down. So that should be good. Next, all we have to do is line it up on our Christmas tree. And you can see your surface through the design to help you line it up. That looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to smooth over the top gently, pressing down the screen to my surface. And then I'm going to grab my peony pink paste and I need to stir it up. It's kind of thick when you first open it, but you should be able to stir it into a yogurt-like consistency. If it's too thick, you can add a drop or two of water and stir it in. Just careful not to add too much water, because if it does get too runny, it could seep up underneath the transfer and blur your design. Okay, so I'm just gonna drop my stir stick in some water, and I'm gonna use the small squeegee. I'm just gonna do this one color on here, so I'm gonna get a good amount of ink. Oops, I didn't stick it down very good. And then I'm going to spread it over the top And you don't have to press down hard. You just want to glide over the top of it. Because if you do press too hard, you could press some of the chalk and make it squeeze up underneath the design on the transfer. Okay, so we're gonna have one big old pink Christmas tree here in a minute. And it's on there pretty thick right now, but whenever we get the whole thing covered, I'm gonna remove all of the excess and put it back in my jar, so it's not wasted. This is a lot of pink. Sort of looks like Pepto-Bismol or something. But I think once we lift our transfer and you can see the gray mixed in with it, it's gonna be super cute. Okay, so now that the whole thing is covered, you just need to go over the top and remove the excess. So all you have to do is stand your squeegee up instead of laying it down and drag it across the top. So when I was putting the gray on the boards before the live started, I got some on the edges, you know, the chunky part, the sides of the Christmas tree, and it wiped right off with a wet paper towel. So if it drips over onto the side, or you have some on your finger and it gets onto the side, you don't have to worry about it so much, because it should just wash right off. All right, let's see what this looks like. Can you see? Ta-da! What do you think? So obviously I love pink and gray, but tell me, what color do you do your Christmas tree? So like, I know a lot of people like to do blue and silver. Some people like to do traditional red and green. I've seen pink, I've seen turquoise, I've seen black, I've seen all colors of Christmas trees. So comment below, let me know what your favorite Christmas tree colors are. How do you decorate your Christmas tree? What colors do you like to use? So this is the first one. You can see the gray through the back side. So that's our first pink one. So up next, we need to do the medium tree. And that is the one with the swirls. So let's do the back side of that one so that you can see what it looks like on the white. So it comes just like this, a white wood. And let's see, what color should we use? I really love red. Let's try red. So this one is Candy Apple Red. a beautiful red. I just love it. Okay, so our chalk is all stirred up. Next, we need to fuzz our design. Give my video a heart if you love Christmas. I'd love to see lots and lots of hearts popping up. So now I just need to place it over the Christmas tree here. Line it up. Okay, so this one is going to be mostly red, and it's going to end up with the white swirl in the center. Grab a clean squeegee and fill it in. Fill up my squeegee and just glide it over the entire design. There. This one's smaller and this paste is a little thinner, so it went faster. So now I'm going to just remove the excess by standing my squeegee up. Place it back into the jar. Ran right off the edge there. Okay, that is looking good. All right, are you ready to reveal the design? Let's see what we have here. Red and white. Amazing! Look at that. I got a little bit on my desk, but no worries, it'll wash right off with water and a little paper towel. Look at that. That red and white just really pops. All right, so next we need to do our small Christmas tree. Move this one aside so that it can dry. Okay, so for our small Christmas tree, let's do the branches with a green. That would be cute. So I think is gonna look best on the white side. So we'll do white or green and white on this side, and I'll go back and put something different on the gray side. Let's try this one. Okay, so first, remove our design from the backer and place sticky side down on the fuzzing cloth. Okay. Now we're just going to center this over our small Christmas tree. And I think that's where I want it. Just smooth it down. A clean squeegee. And we're going to need a stir stick to stir our paste. We're going with the parakeet green this time. Okay, that looks good. Are you guys as messy as I am when you're crafting? Got it all over my finger right there. But that's okay. It'll wipe right off. All right. Let's see how this green is going to turn out. I think it'll look great with that red tree. You can display them together. And you know, this transfer can be used even on a flat surface, on a regular chalkboard or wooden surface or glass surface or whatever kind of surface you have, metal. I love to do the metal surfaces. You don't have to have the little wooden cutout Christmas tree to use this design. So say you buy the Christmas tree and you do both sides, that doesn't mean that you can't use the transfer again. You can totally use it again on a different surface without buying more Christmas trees. I'll have to do a project like that and show you what it'll look like on a flat surface. Okay, so now my entire project is covered. I'm going to stand my squeegee up and remove the excess. Place it back into my jar. Like that. Almost got it all. Perfect. Okay, let's reveal our green design. Look at that. That is really cute. Okay, so this one, I think I'm definitely going to display with this red one. Isn't that going to be adorable? And then the pink one, get that green off my thumb. the pink one, I'm thinking I'm going to do the backs of these because they're already gray. I'm thinking I might use the teal. Don't you think the teal with the gray would go good with the pink and the gray? So at least on one of these on the back, I think I'm going to use the teal. So let me know what you think. Another idea would be if you have some little tiny pom-poms, those little fuzzy pom-poms that you can get at the craft store. You could totally put some of those on here to look like little ornaments, or maybe a little star at the top up here, or something like that if you want it to make it look like your tree has decorations on it. So that is all for today. I think I'm going to finish the back sides of these designs, and then I will set them up and take some still pictures of them and post them for you. That way you can see them how they look sitting up on a shelf or in the house or whatever. So we have the pink and gray. That's the large tree. We also did the green tree, which is bright and amazing. Can you see? There you go. Now you can see the whole thing. Let that dry, and then we have the red tree. There. I hope you loved this project, and hopefully it has inspired you to do some of your crafting of your own. And I want to see your projects. Tell me what you're making. Show me what you're crafting. Christmas projects, fall projects, whatever kind of projects you're working on. I'd like to see them. So go on over to Hen House Crafting Club, join and post pictures and comments and questions. But most of all, let me see what you're working on. I really want to see it. I share with you at least once a week a new project that I'm working on, and I want to see what you guys are working on too. So share with me. Share this video to anybody that you think may enjoy this project, and invite them to come on over to the Hen House Crafting Club to have fun with us. And I'm going to keep on crafting, and I'll post some pictures a little later on today. You guys have a wonderful Sunday, okay?